Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Miami. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got room. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Let's go now.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Left side complete to Lockett. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And it's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Najee Harris from 4 yards out. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the fourth-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Wilson's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Terry McLaurin, 34 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Dolphins, nothing. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First down, here's White. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. but give him credit. He tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Off the play fake. Jones. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 74 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Harris. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Terry McLaurin. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Pats are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Dolphins, nothing. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Lockett. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
On 2nd and 7, Jones out right to Bourne. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now left side on the swing pass, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for the Miami Dolphins.
They run straight ahead here with White. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a give up the middle. This is White looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Let's go.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And I tell you what, he got it from 50, and that got lots of living behind it when they get a little bit closer here as the lead to 3 touchdowns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
An option handoff given to Harris. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Jones now on 3rd down. And complete to Zach Ertz.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off play action. Jones. He hits his target. Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 37.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Harris. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
Phillips on the return. The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
70 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And he'll find Pittman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 38, Wilson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Michael Pittman, 38 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender,
I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 22, Jones. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now Jones to throw on third down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue where the game's going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well. Otherwise, it's a fumble.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They hand this off to Harris. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 4?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Pats, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.